Welcome back to YouTube Meta, where we dissect dead trends to gain vast amounts of subscribers for even more subscribers. Anyways, this whole "I need one more subscriber" thing, it's been evolving for years now. The first prototype is sub-milestone celebrations. People like to subscribe in mass whenever a YouTuber hit a certain milestone. YouTubers like PewDiePie and MrBeast was natural with it, though it's not until shorts were a thing that this would become a real threat. In January of 2022, the PNG tuber Red Velvety uploaded a short telling his viewers not to subscribe so that he doesn't wear a maid dress or something. It's a silent call to action, and as a result, that short immediately shot him up from 19,000 subs to over 500,000 in just a week. Then, phase 2 is where live sub count comes in. At the end of 2022, Shorts tuber Pink Shirt Girl decided to do various challenges per milestones. This isn't new, MrBeast have already done this before, but now they have a live sub count. Seeing that number goes up gave the viewers mass boners like no other, and so people subscribe in droves, quickly gaining them to over 2 million subs in a week. Then, a month later, Amalia from Triple Charm did her first subscriber celebration. I don't know what a Triple Charm is, but apparently they are triplets who's trying to be like this big girl group but ended up doomed to a life of making "I control my sister" life for 24 hours. They regretted it. And this one's a gem here. Creating a song for MrBeast in 24 hours. That's foreshadowing. Anyways, Amalia's short did not pop up in the algorithm until 2 weeks later, though that instantly boosts her to over 5 million subs only 1 month after the channel's creations. The live sub count is still here, though the emotional connection here is a bit different. Despite being from a channel with over 3 million subs at the time, Amalia here comes up as a completely new face. She's being seen as grateful for celebrating her first subscriber in a clearly staged short. We clearly know that her sister weren't just subscribing to her channel in the background, but people don't care. They think of her as being nice, respectful, and always being quote-unquote happy in life. Clearly they haven't seen the stats of their latest work. 13 million subs and the latest video could not break 200,000. That totally does not mean that all those shorts cloud is completely worthless by any means. Let's see who can be happy about that. It's around this time that I made my short about this whole meta. It wasn't something special, it was just like an announcement for what's to come. 2023 we continue with more of these channels popping up like Ian Lucas, NJRT Vlogs, JTKC, and Gideon Toulouse. But of course, this whole trend, it can always be more desperate, more cringe, more fake. We need a man for a job like this. Oh, that's right. Mr. Beast! Of course, the mark of the beast strikes again. Now, the emotion conveying here is pity. You should pity MrBeast for not hitting the milestones of 190 million subscribers. Not even 200? Really? This short isn't even on YouTube anymore. In a rare move from YouTube themselves, they replaced the entire short, so that the sub count in the short changed from 189 to 229. I don't know why they did that. I suppose it's to min-max all the sub gains in the shorts? I don't know. Anyways, once the beast made its mark, he released something huge into the world, and that is a whole lot of fucking garbage. First, we have this clique of weird, almost predatory, but absolutely always perverted and gory subset of YouTubers who flirts with these Elsa Gate adjacent type of content. Weird thumbnails, even weirder contents, a subtle degradation of females for the gays, and an utter desperation for any kind of metric growth. It's no secret they won't stoop to any lows to gain any number of children subscribing to their garbage content farm. I'll just list them one by one. We have the Stokes twins. We have Topper Guild, the guy who used to dump absurd amount of food 5 years ago. We have Zong, who gave a watermelon to a black guy. Ah man, why don't you just perform a minstrel show next? We have A4, the original MrBeast copycat, someone who apparently quit for like 4 months until he come back with a video that nobody likes and is flopping hard, while his channel is bleeding in subscribers. Hey, Shorts Cloud is non-existent, I told you. We have Ben Ozolard, another garbage influencer making garbage generic MrBeast ripoff content. It's so funny how MrBeast used to complain so much about his copycats like Morts or whatever, and now he's willing to show his face in half his fucking channel like he doesn't care. We have Alejo Igua, who looks like if Tapa Gil was fed only Twinkies and expired milk. Dropping motherfuckers in worth per 100 subs is definitely a cool way to celebrate the big 40 mil though. Also, you have this incredibly attractive spider girl and you're just gonna let her floss? Is that even her real tits? How low are you gonna get? And god, if the Western world already dished out enough cringe the last many lifetimes, the Eastern world somehow find even more ways to make this trend even harder to stomach. I imagine this nonsense started because Hikakin TV, the biggest Japanese YouTuber, did it, so everyone else also did it, and it is certainly something. You can see people doing all kinds of nonsense just to beg for monochromes of subscribers. The sub count isn't even real. It just exists to remind people that, oh, if you don't hit that button, something bad's gonna happen. People are really pulling out every trick in the book to raise that watch time by literally any means. Either spoiling what happens or play another one of their shorts under the count. Or better, spending the whole short telling you how virtuous they are. And if you don't help them by hitting a completely arbitrary and pointless milestone, you are not a good person. The biggest perpetrator of this nonsense is probably KimPro828. You know a channel is popular when they have 137 million subs and their latest video has less than 100,000 views. Statistically wise, bro, your channel is more dead than mine. And I hadn't even gone into the wild cards yet. Animations channels, kids channel is doing it. What do you even need to do this trend for? Even Dream is doing it. Ain't nobody clicking that button. Unfortunately, because this is a rather recent trend, that means it still works. Though not to the same capacity, cause shorts in general is less OP now than what it was 2 to 3 years ago. Take his life, begs for sub in a much more toned down way than previous YouTubers. He never explicitly asked for subs, rather let the trick shots and a silent but imposing empty sub count doing all of the work. Super Mario and other channels of their kind though goes for the complete opposite directions. Most of their shorts will be normal, almost cringy skits, but at the very end they show one of their characters unsubbing from a certain milestone. It's no longer I need one more subscriber, it's I need to gain back one more subscriber. Really, really pathetic. I swear, this trend of begging for subs just makes people less likely to actually subscribe, man. Or, you know, the shorts algorithm actually just stop being OP. Views nowadays feels incredibly inflated, and so does subscribers. I'm glad this trend doesn't work anymore, because while all these big games have definitely gave way to new world records, in reality, this just makes the whole documenting experience throughout this whole video just an utterly insufferable experience. Anyways, ranking time. Sub gain is a 10 period. Just look at the gain for top channels. No words here. Effort rate, bit hard to say. I rank it higher considering it's not an easy formula to replicate, but considering the fake sub count on top of the another short thing, it's gonna get kind of an 8. Competition is a 3. They don't dominate the fastest channel list via volumes of channels, rather via the gains. So if you do this, the competition is quite lax and you'll be fine. I hope you retain all those tourists until you watch your shit though. Hope they don't go away. Good luck!
If I was just another